Hi folks, Piney Woods Prepper here. This morning I went out to tend to the chickens like I usually do, but before I did, I checked the thermometer to see what the temperature was, and it read 45 degrees. Well, I figured, that's not bad. I'll just throw on my little light jacket and I'll be just fine. I was wrong. When I opened the door, it flew back in my face from the force of that cold north wind. But sometimes I can be a little stubborn, and being one of those times, I figured I'd go on out and get it done. Well, needless to say, it didn't take me long at all to see to the chickens and get myself back in the warm house. That wind blew through my clothes as if I just didn't have anything on. Boy, that would have scared them poor chickens. But that got me thinking, what if the grid went down and we had weather like some of you have sometimes in the winter that would make my 45 degrees look like a walk in a park? Would we have a nice warm house to come back to? Like many homes today, our house is heated with electricity. If we lose fire, we're up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Of course, I've thought about that long before today, and after doing some research, I bought a Big Buddy propane heater and a small heat induction fan that fits on top of it that will circulate the air around the room. Oh, that little fan doesn't blow a hurricane, but it will move some air. That heater will produce up to 18,000 BTU, so I figure the heater and our fireplace will at least take the edge off and, keep us from freezing to death. Of course, most fireplaces nowadays are designed more for aesthetics than functionality. We have some gas logs in it right now, and again, for aesthetics primarily, but if need be, I'll pull that system out and throw some logs in it. Of course, I made sure the fireplace was rated for firewood as well. Now, when my mind starts working like that, sometimes it doesn't stop. Then I got to thinking about those brutally hot, humid summers we have here in East Texas. How would we keep from baking? Well, we have lots of trees around for shade, but my experience tells me that even sitting in the shade in triple-digit temperatures is miserable. Now, keep in mind, I'm an old codger, and both temperature extremes are hard on me. So grid down in the middle of the summer, what do? Well, life goes on, and there are still chores that need doing. Well, you get up with the sun like they did in centuries past, and you work till it gets too hot to work. The main thing that comes to mind here is taking care of the garden. You do have a garden, don't you? Planting only takes a day or two usually, but those weeds, they'll take over in a matter of a week if you don't stay on top of it. I try to do a little weeding most mornings and late in the evening, and still sometimes it's losing battle. But as for keeping cool in the heat of the day, that's the question. I usually wear cut-off jeans and a t-shirt in the summer, but staying relatively cool outside in the heat is still miserable at best. I think I'd probably sit under a tree, shuck my t-shirt, and keep a wet towel at hand to bathe myself off with occasionally. Ladies, you're on your own. I don't much approve of bikini, but I might at least consider shorts and a bikini top, but I'm not going to get further into that issue. You'll just have to make that decision for yourself. Okay, so much for my meanderings. But those are some things to ponder. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments. So this is the old Piney Woods Prepper saying, take care, my friends. God bless, and be safe out there.